Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Know as in the gospel abroad, lift up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Amen. This is just a real quick lesson. This is a serious situation, dire, we may add. This is insider news. It says a food insecurity expert predicts that there are only 10 weeks of wheat supplies left in the world as Russian invasion disrupts production, okay, which found out that Ukraine, which is formerly part of the USSR, is actually one of the biggest harvesters and distributors of wheat, okay, and why they call it the bread basket, or one of the bread baskets of the world. All right, like they call the Midwest the bread basket of the world because of the farms and manufacturing and the wheats and the crops and so forth. But Ukraine, okay, one of the top producers of wheat, they said they only have 10 weeks supply left in the world, okay? And if you do the math, that's two months and 2 weeks, okay? So it's roughly May 23rd, roughly by the beginning of August to mid-August, that's when allegedly supplies of wheat will run out of the reserves, which is going to cause inflation to go out of the roof. And bread, oats, breads, oats, cereals, cakes, barley, all these things are gonna quadruple in price, man. That's why we've been telling you people out there, Yahweh Bashim, how Shai is getting ready to fuck this place up, man. And that blood moon we had last week, things are just gonna start being quicker and quicker and quicker, like snap, 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 quicker. Things are gonna pick up because we're used to saying something and it draws out, it comes, then it backtracks, and then it draws out, then it comes, then it goes back and redact and all this other stuff. But now we're in a time now that the shit is just gonna start happening, okay? Because the Most High, he's speeding up the time, he's speeding up the event so he can get this devil out of here once and for all, so we can hurry up and rule, okay? But the transitional period is gonna be something dark and dire and sinister because it's gonna be all out global anarchy in this country and around the world, okay? This whole world is getting ready to go up in smoke with the hardest hit place being America, Babylon the Great, because you people are going to get caught unawares, man, okay? So, and they blaming it on the invasion, which the invasion, that's really not the case of it. This has been a thing that they've been hiding, but they're using this whole invasion nonsense as a means to drive prices through the roof because the elites, they want to bring in the NWO. And in order to so-called be the new Superman of the world, as these elites like to play, they're going to use the MOTB and ration these things, and they're going to hold this shit over people's head. Okay, if you want to eat, you want this, then take the MOTB. It's that simple, okay? This is all done out of evil intent, greed, and just because these men are wicked, okay? This is a wicked nation of people. Like the elder Malcolm said, we're not living in normal times. These are dire times, and the shit is getting ready to hit the fan any day now. All right, so, hey, your last couple of months, your summer, your hot girl summers, your hot Jake summer, hot boy summers, hey, enjoy it while you can, man, because, hey, I can say this time next year, it can possibly be a whole different world because now you got the monkey business, okay, they're talking about, they already coming up with so-called juices for the monkey business, all right, which they came out and stated that the small business, the small POX, was the leading progenitor in HIV cases in the 90s, which I can believe that, okay, and then out there in Africa, okay, but nonetheless, everything is happening at one time. So when the MOTB comes, we probably literally got a few months before we get up out of here because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not going to let this devil tag the whole world. It's not going to happen, okay? When he rolls on the elect, that's when things is going to speed up, period. And brothers, don't worry, man. The Lord is going to move quick in that day. When these devils come for us, when they make their move, this ain't going to be no 3, 4, 5 year process of us getting, put in prison, getting persecuted. We on the run for our lives and shit. They're demonizing us. You got the APB out on us and shit. These men are armed today. Nah, man, look, that ain't gonna be a long, drawn out process because the minute the MOTB is established, that's when the Lord is gonna speed things up. Okay, that's why when Judas was the betrayer, that's why the Lord told him, he said, look, go and do what thou dost quickly. Do it quick. Okay, because you're on your way out of here. All right, so it says the world has about 10 weeks of wheat supplies stored as Russia's invasion of Ukraine enters its 4th month of food insecurity, experts told the UN. And you notice they're dealing with the UN because with this whole World Economic Forum and the 169 nations, I believe they had a meeting on the 22nd, which was yesterday. Kind of weird on a Sunday, but they had the meeting about stripping the world sovereignty and giving it under the WHO, so to speak. And with the UN pretty much spearheading with military invasions, these are going to be the troops that's going to be policing the streets. The UN, the blue hats, the peacekeepers, which is not a good thing for you people out there that's outside the know. Okay, that's going to be very dire for you people, because I'm going to tell you like that. These UN troops, they remember what America have done in their countries, because the United Nations is a collective of different nations that's part of the conglomerate, from Libya to Egypt to just different. They're basically mercenaries for hire, man. And they're going to have their way with a lot of you American people, and especially you women. Like we've been telling you women, man, get your minds right, get in order, because the time is coming that you're not going to have the liberty to go out abroad like you've been through. Okay, so this is going to come as a thief. Jake don't know this stuff, they playing games. But it says Sarah Minker, the CEO of Agriculture Analytics from the Grow Intelligence of the UN Security Council, that Russia-Ukraine war was not the cause of a food security crisis, but simply added fuel to the fire that was long burning. And that's absolutely right. Okay, that wasn't the progenitor of it. That's been happening. Okay, Esau's been planning this shit for decades, man. Okay, and they was using these particular scenarios like the C-19 to actually be the mask of what's really happening around the world. You see, but they're not telling you that in the mainstream media. And it says Ukraine is considered the world's breadbasket, as we thought the Midwest of the United States was, but that's not true. It says Ukraine breadbasket in Russia and Ukraine combined account for almost a third of the world's wheat exports. Then you got America, you got Canada, that plays a 25, or they play a quarter role for the wheat and barley. But nonetheless, they need those particular nations in order to continue to get their product. In 10 weeks, it's not a long time. That's literally 2 months from now. So it says this comes as the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken accused Russia of using food as a weapon, which that's you Edomites, okay? America, you're using food. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna use the food as a weapon to starve people out so they could take the you-know-what. It says Blinken, also addressing the UN Security Council, said that Russia was holding food hostage, not just for the Ukrainians, but for millions across the world. It says the Russian government seems to think that using food as a weapon would help them accomplish what was an invasion has not, to break the spirit of the Ukrainian people. That's the spade. That's the pot calling the kettle black. 1 second, brothers. 1 second. 1 second. What's up, man? Fucking Edomites, man. Anyway, it says the Russian government seems to think, I read that already. It says Minker said droughts across the world are contributing to declining wheat sources. Minker said global food supplies are also being impacted by climate change and fertilizer shortages, which I'm looking in the sky right now, and they've been spraying this shit all morning. I woke up, it was clear outside, beautiful sun, and all of a sudden you got rain in the forecast for damn near the whole week. All right, and when you look up in the heavens, you see nothing but chemicals in here, not even real clouds, called cloud seeding. And talking about climate change, they're changing the climate through their manufacturing and their disruption of these particular technologies that they're using to destroy the world. Okay, they're using the weapon or the weather as a weapon. Weather modifications, that's a weapon, man. Okay, but it says we currently only have 10 weeks of global consumption sitting in inventory around the world. And conditions today are worse than those experienced in 2007 and 2008, she said. It says Minker said estimates from official government agencies across the world show that wheat inventories at 33% of annual consumptions, but added that models created by Grow Intelligence show that the figure may actually be closer to 20%, a level not seen since 2007 and 8. So this system is getting ready to collapse. You know what's so crazy? This is shit they usually try to hide, but they're not hiding it anymore because they have a bigger agenda at hand. You see what I'm saying? This is a bigger and it's a sinister agenda that's currently at play, all right? And they're telling you about this to pretty much throw you off because they know that the people is going to go unnoticed about it. They know that the average American people, they're not going to really take heed to this. Okay, those of them that's not smart at least. Jake, they don't know. Jake don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, Jake just sitting there playing games, playing PlayStation all goddamn day. running the damn streets, talking shit. And Jake gonna get caught off guard, man, because they go, man, why bread $10 a loaf, man? Nah, bro, that shit ain't cool. Well, we warned your stupid ass, man. All right, so we don't feel bad for you, Jakes. Good for you. But it says it's important to note that the lowest grain inventory levels as the world has ever seen are now occurring, while the cost of fertilizers is highly constrained, she said. And the drought in wheat growing regions around the world is the most extreme it's been in over 20 years. Similar inventory concerns also apply to corn and other grains. So yeah, Esau is getting ready to come down with great wrath, man. Okay, this is the blueprint. Now, you know what's so spiritual? And this may seem pretty petty, but I was at work, I was in the office today, and I kid you not, I was watching a video on it, and I looked down, and that was at my foot. Okay, now this looked like some type of grain, looked like a wheat oat maybe. Okay, but nonetheless, it resembles wheat, and this was literally by my foot. That's just, I mean, just little breadcrumbs in a spirit like that shows you that things are confirmed, that this is actually going to happen sooner than later. Okay, whether it be actual 10 weeks or not, okay, it could be a little longer, it could be before then. Okay, Esau, you got to kind of weigh the balance, but nonetheless, this is going to happen. And this was literally by my foot inside the office. I'm like, how the hell is that? I'm in the damn office, but you know, we work in the field, so we track a lot of shit. But coincidentally, it was right there by my foot. And the spirit said, look down. I looked at it, and bam, there we go. So that's crazy, man, you know? One second. What's up, man? So yeah, man, this is getting it. All right, so this is the book of 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm going to start at verses 56. It says, like as thou hast done to my chosen, says the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief, okay? Because we've been beat down, trodden down, discriminated against, but we're coming at a time now that the Lord is getting ready to give vengeance on our enemies, man, okay? The people that's vexed the spirits, the people you work with, these people getting ready to catch holy fucking hell. Okay, but see, before that and up to that point, they're gonna try to take their frustrations out on us, because what else they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But we gotta remain spiritual, and we gotta let Yahweh Shai work as he said he was gonna work, because these people, they getting ready to get broken down, man, on all levels. The pride of these people in America is getting ready to be humbled greatly. But even then, they're gonna still continue in wickedness and sin. And it says, and thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword, and thy city should be broken down, and all thine should perish with the sword in the field. Okay, so it's gonna be a freaking bloodbath out here. Okay, it's gonna be a bloodbath out here. We warning you. We're giving you the warning. We're bringing out these articles. We're telling you straightforward. We're telling Jake. We're warning you people. We're telling you Edomites what's gonna happen to you, and everybody think we're a joke. Okay, but you know what? We can be a joke, because at the end of the day, joke is going to be on you people that thought we was the jokes. You guys, you know, people, they listen to us because they think it's funny. You know, they think that we're out there for entertainment. They think we just out there talking shit. We're just angry group of men that want to get shit off our chest. Man, it's deeper than that, man. All right? And what you people going to find out is that we're actually the true prophets of Yahweh Shai. You know, we ain't just some men you can take lightly because we don't look the part according to you people. Which, how does a prophet supposed to look? Like John the Baptist, the Lord is like, what the hell are you supposed to expect? A reed shaking in the wind? Like, this is what you get. What you see is what you get. All right, we ain't some goddamn grand wizard with moons and stars and fucking suns and shit on a goddamn cone cap with a big long white beard. We ain't no wizard looking shit. Though we do have beards, but you get the point. All right, we ain't the wizard behind the curtain, man. All right, we just regular men that got this knowledge and understanding, and we were told to teach it. We got families, we got lives, we have jobs, we have homes, we have cars, we have, you know, we do things, we drink, we go out, we kick it. Okay, some Jakes wear Jordans, some Jakes wear Vans, some Jakes wear fitted hats, some Jakes like fucking throwback jerseys, man. That don't take away from us being the men of the Lord. All right. But it says here, and they that be in the mountain should die of hunger, and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood, for the very hunger of bread and thirst and water. Man, cannibalism, okay? Because a big consumption of the American diet is bread, okay? That's a big consumption alongside with meat, okay, or poultry products. Bread is one of the biggest consumptions of the American diet, and that's why everybody is all bloated. You know?
You ready?
Yeah. But anyway, but I'm Anyway, but shit, to the next lesson. I want to start a part 2 with this. How about you know, Shalom, Brakatah, Shalom. This bum just came out. Shalom.